I know we are literally hours away from WWDC, but the leaks keep on coming, guys. This might be one of the most jam-packed WWDCs ever. Get ready for the AI revolution. And let's begin with that, because I've long speculated that Apple would not just throw around the term AI, it's beneath them, and so ideally they want to Applelify this terminology and come up with something that fits their marketing jargon. I mean, take for example OLEDs. It's actually Super Retina XDR according to Apple, which sounds fancier and cooler than OLEDs, or the fact they call the phone cutout dynamic island. And so what's Apple's marketing spin on AI? Well, they're calling it, drumroll please, Apple Intelligence! Yay! Wow, so creative. Okay, I know it's just a name at the end of the day, so it doesn't really matter, but of course, you'd expect Apple's marketing team to come up with something more unique. But anyways, it's all good. Let's talk about Apple Intelligence and everything we know. So for one, this will actually be an opt-in service, which means it's not compulsory for all users to use this in case you're scared of the computers taking over and killing us Terminator style. But jokes aside, the real reason why Apple's likely doing this is because there will be a privacy sacrifice to use some of the cloud-based AI features, and some might not be down for that, especially when, of course, Apple's partly relying on OpenAI's technology, and they can be pretty sketchy. Me though, yeah, Timothy, you have all my permission. You can look through my gallery and see everything. And I mean everything. You know what else Tim Cook should be doing? Subscribing to the channel, of course. Just like you should. It's free and it would bring you the latest about Apple right to your subscription box, so please consider it. It would be appreciated. Join the Surround by gang now. Now, fortunately for us on older iPhones, it does seem like a lot of processing power is needed for these AI upgrades because only the 15 Pro and up are getting all features. Now, technically, there is nothing above the 15 Pro right now, but of course, when iOS 18 is publicly available, iPhone 16 should be out, and I'm sure the marketing around those phones are going to be solely focused on the software as Apple jumps on the AI hype train, choo-choo. But anyways, because the 15 Pro is only getting access to all the AI features, that means even the regular 15 with the A16 is going to be left out, and also my 14 Pro, which means I have to upgrade. That's a bit annoying, but I guess Apple always finds a way for us to chuck money at them. Now, I know many are going to be gutted that Apple's so strict with the required specs, but unfortunately it does seem like most of Apple's basic AI features are going to be processed on device. That is, of course, a privacy benefit which Apple is going to be raving about, though I do want to emphasize the AI features that don't require local processing and are going to be cloud-based should come to older devices. But yes, if you want all the cutting-edge features, you're going to have to splurge. And more than the chipset, it seems RAM is the big reason not many devices are getting AI features. On the iPad and Mac, for example, any model with the M1 and up are getting all the AI features, so clearly the processing power of the A14 and A15, which are what the M1 and M2 are based on, are completely fine at the end of the day, but the Macs have 8 gigs of RAM, whereas most iPhones have 4 or 6 gigs of RAM, apart from the 15 Pro, of course. Honestly, what truly sucks though is the base 15 missing out on all AI features because that phone's not even a year old. What are you doing, Apple? Surely they knew the AI features were on the horizon when developing the 15. So it's a real shame they did not give this phone 8 gigs of RAM because it already losing features does really suck. Let's now summarize the AI features coming to iOS 18. I've already discussed this in detail in other videos, so you can check that out in the icon above, but of course, let's recap them now. Beginning with Apple Music, we have auto-generated playlists and smarter song transitions, which will help it compete with Spotify. Apple News will have AI-generated news article summaries. The Health app is going to have new features powered by AI, but that's all we know for now. Keynote and Pages will have AI-powered features for auto-generating slides and being able to write faster. Mail's going to use AI for incoming email categorization and suggesting replies to emails, as well as email thread summaries and text composition assistance. So basically, AI can write your bloody emails. Messages will have suggested replies, custom emojis, and message recaps. Notes is going to have a built-in audio recording tool and audio transcriptions. There's also going to be AI-generated notification summaries. The Photos app will have AI-powered photo retouching tools. Safari is going to have a browser assistant that can summarize web pages. Siri is going to have a ChatGPT upgrades with more per-app controls. Spotlight's going to have more intelligent search results and improved sorting. And finally, Voice Memos will have audio transcriptions. Whoa, that is a lot of new features I'm looking forward to testing out. But essentially, Apple wants to enhance existing apps using the power of AI instead of relying on gimmicks that might be easier to market. I appreciate that move, Apple, and even though some of these features sound eerily similar to what Google already offers on Pixels, I'm fine with the copying because I've wanted features like photon blur to come to the iPhone for many years, and so I'm glad it's finally coming. Moving to passwords, Apple plans to launch a separate passwords manager application with iOS 18, which is a brilliant move. I'm surprised they didn't do it sooner because all your passwords being buried in the settings app is very clunky, and so separating that into its own app, like of course 1Password and LastPass, makes sense and would be greatly beneficial for all consumers. This being a default app in iOS 18 is hopefully going to also encourage more people to start using auto-generated passwords and not the same 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for all your accounts. And also remember, last year they introduced a passkeys feature that makes logins even more secure. So yes, this is a humongous W. You'll also be able to use this app on Windows if you want to, but anyways, if you're already using a third-party password manager, you can apparently also import your existing passwords easily to Apple's application. So yes guys, as I said, pretty awesome news. Next, let's talk about iMessage, and unsurprisingly, they're just copying WhatsApp again. Essentially, Apple's going to be improving the tap-back feature they introduced with iOS 10 by letting you react to messages with any emojis. Didn't WhatsApp somewhat introduce that recently, you may ask? Well, yes, they did. How cheeky of you, Apple, but I'll let that slide because emojis are fun, and I'm guessing this also means you'll be able to use the AI emojis you generate to react to messages, which would be pretty cool, I can't lie. Not only this, but you should also be able to schedule messages in iMessage, which again, I'm surprised wasn't already a feature. Damn, you iMessage diehards are really living in the Stone Ages. You should join us, WhatsApp and Telegram alphas. Moving on to the control center, we have more details on the changes we can expect. Initially, Gurman told us to expect updates. Wow, that's crazy info, bro. Thankfully for us, there were other reports that we can rely on, and specifically we heard about the tiles being rearrangeable. Right now you can only control the bottom part of the control center, so of course, getting full customization over the panel would be awesome. What's funny though is that when this information came out, Gurman, who was initially being vague, decides, you know what, I'm gonna share some info instead, and tells us we can expect multiple pages to come to the control center, which seems like a dumb idea, I can't lie. Surely just offering infinite scrolling and letting us scroll through a bunch of options would be much better instead of dozens of pages, so I'm hoping this is something they change during the beta period. Also want to mention the home screen is getting dark mode app icons. I guess this ties into Gurman's early rumor they can change the app icons to any color, so of course, if you're a 24/7 dark mode kind of guy or gal, you can make your icons completely black, which I can see looking very nice. Also remember, you can now create spaces and actually place icons anywhere on the home screen. You should also be able to lock individual apps behind Face ID for the first time. And so yeah, this really is going to be a massive update. Anyways, let me know your thoughts in the comments, make sure to like and subscribe for more content like this, and thank you for watching.